Welcome back to Simple Notebook. Whether you are here to build discipline, master your mindset, or just find a little bit of clarity in a chaotic world, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to talk about a concept that is so simple it almost feels like cheating. But it is also one of the most powerful tools you can use to rewrite your daily routine. We often look at our lives like a big, complex novel. We think that to change the plot, we need to make massive, dramatic moves. We think we need to overhaul our entire personality, wake up at 4 a.m. every day, or work for 10 hours straight to be successful. We convince ourselves that the obstacles standing in our way are giant boulders that are too heavy to lift. But if we are being honest, it usually isn't the boulders that stop us, it's the pebbles. It's the pile of laundry on the chair that you've been ignoring for 3 days. It's the email that requires a simple reply, but you've marked it as unread because you just don't want to deal with it. It's the dirty coffee mug on the desk. It's the workout you skipped because you didn't feel like finding your sneakers. These small things seem insignificant on their own, but when you add them all up, they create a mountain of mental clutter. They drain your battery before you even start your day. You end up feeling exhausted, not because you did a lot of work, but because you spent the whole day carrying the weight of the things you didn't do. So how do we fix this? How do we clear the clutter and reclaim our mental energy? The answer lies in a strategy that takes just 120 seconds. It is called the 2-minute rule. This rule is a cornerstone of productivity, and here on Simple Notebook, we love it because it breaks a big problem down into the simplest possible step. The rule has 2 parts. The first part is about clearing the clutter, and the second part is about building your dream life. Let's start with part 1, the clear out. The definition, popularized by productivity expert David Allen, is this: if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right now. Do not add it to your to-do list. Do not write it in your planner. Do not tell yourself, I'll remember to do that later. Just do it immediately. Here is the logic behind it. Your brain has a limited amount of working memory. Think of it like the RAM in your computer. Every time you leave a task unfinished, it opens a tab in your brain. That unwashed dish, that's an open tab. That unanswered text message, another open tab. That jacket on the floor, another tab. By the end of the day, you have 50 tabs open. Your internal fan is whirring, your system is lagging, and you feel stressed out. The 2-minute rule is the close tab button. When you walk through your door and take off your shoes, don't leave them in the hallway. Put them in the closet. It takes 10 seconds. Tab closed. When you finish eating dinner, rinse the plate and put it in the dishwasher. It takes 30 seconds. Tab closed. When you start living by this rule, you stop being a storage unit for pending tasks. You stop procrastinating on the small stuff. And suddenly, you realize that you have so much more mental space to focus on the things that actually matter, like your career, your passions, and your growth. But that is just the beginning. The 2-minute rule isn't just for chores. It is also the secret weapon for building the discipline and habits you've always wanted. This brings us to part 2, the gateway habit. We talk a lot about self-growth on this channel. We talk about becoming the strongest, happiest version of yourself. But we know that starting is the hardest part. As Sir Isaac Newton said, an object at rest stays at rest. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, suggests using the 2-minute rule to trick your brain into starting difficult things. The idea is that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Now, you might be thinking, Simple Notebook, that makes no sense. I can't get a 6-pack in 2 minutes. I can't write a book in 2 minutes. I can't build a business in 2 minutes. And you're right, you can't finish those things in 2 minutes, but you can start them. The goal isn't to run the marathon today. The goal is to master the art of showing up. Instead of setting a goal to read for an hour, your 2-minute rule is read 1 page. Instead of run 3 miles, your 2-minute rule is put on my running shoes and tie the laces. Instead of meditate for 30 minutes, your 2-minute rule is close my eyes and take 3 deep breaths. This works because it removes the friction. A 1-hour workout sounds scary and exhausting. Putting on your shoes sounds easy. Anyone can put on shoes. But here is the magic. Once you put on your shoes, you're already in the mindset of a runner. You have already won the battle against laziness. And since your shoes are on, you might as well step outside. And since you're outside, you might as well run. The 2-minute rule is the spark that lights the fire. You are optimizing for the starting line, not the finish line. You are proving to yourself day by day that you are a person who shows up. That is how you build true discipline, not by force, but by simple, consistent steps. Now, a quick word of warning. We want to be practical here. Do not use this rule to distract yourself from deep work. If you're in the middle of a big project, don't stop every 2 minutes to answer an email. Use the 2-minute rule during your transition times, when you're waking up, taking a break, or winding down for bed. Think of it as a reset button for your life. I want you to imagine how different your life would look a month from now if you applied this rule. Imagine walking into a home that is always tidy, not because you spent 4 hours cleaning, but because you spent 2 minutes cleaning 20 times a day. Imagine looking at your to-do list and seeing only the big, important goals, because the small stuff is already handled. Imagine the confidence you would feel knowing that you no longer procrastinate. That is the power of simplicity. That is the power of the 2-minute rule. So, here is your challenge from Simple Notebook for the next 24 hours. We are going to write a new page in your success story today. Look around you right now. Is there a dish on the table? Is there a piece of trash on the floor? Is there a text you can ignore? If it takes less than 2 minutes, pause this video and go do it. Prove to yourself that you have control over your environment. Prove to yourself that you were not defined by procrastination, but by action. Remember, growth doesn't happen in giant leaps. It happens in the small moments. It happens one simple step at a time. If you found value in this lesson, please give this video a like. It helps us reach more people who need this message. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're here to help you grow every single day. Thank you for watching Simple Notebook. Now go find your 2 minutes and let's write your success story together.